Welcome to another edition of Morning Market Call. I'm your host, Doug Mumford. With me today, special guest, Josh James, founder and former CEO of Omniture. Thanks for being with us, Josh.
Thanks, nice to be here. Co-founder. One other guy too, gotta give him props.
That's right, and why don't you name him?
Yep, John Pastana.
That's right. Omniture was founded in 1996, had a successful IPO in 2006, and in 2009 was sold to Adobe for $1.8 billion, making it the largest technology company.
Let's give everybody a shout out. 1.8, what's up?
1.8, seriously, billion with a B, billion. The largest technology acquisition in Utah history. So thanks for creating jobs for our state and also bringing a lot of recognition to the university. Josh is a former BYU student, so fantastic to have him back. Josh has an amazing story that some people have heard, but a lot of people haven't, about guerrilla marketing. And when you're starting a new company, you don't have a lot of marketing resources. You have to do whatever you can to drive awareness.
Right.
So Josh, I just want to hear you tell kind of the story about guerrilla marketing and Omniture and that pivot point and some maybe mistakes that you made along the way as well.
Yeah, so we read the guerrilla marketing books and didn't have the cash to go out and do traditional marketing. And we realized that we were losing a lot of deals. There were a lot of deals that we'd see press releases from our competitors and we were never invited to the dance. We didn't have the chance to pitch those customers. Like, we've got to do something to make a name for ourselves. And we tried a lot of things along the way, whether it was we got those little RC cars and we'd drive them around our competitors' booths with our name on them, and everyone would come over and they'd want to get them and take them home to their kids. We gave away lots of different candy from out of our booths. We gave away scarves that had our name on them in Chicago. We did a lot of things that got people's attention and made them pay attention to the name. And one of the things that we did that was terribly embarrassing, but if you don't swing for the fences, you're not gonna strike out every once in a while, and you're not gonna hit any home runs. So we definitely had our strikeouts. But one time we decided that we wanted to send out a book to everybody in the industry and said, this is everything you need to know about online marketing. And we sent out the book, printed about 4,000 of them, and every single book, you open it up and all the pages are blank, and it says call Omniture, and we'll give you a pitch and we'll give you the real book, and that's a way for us to generate leads. Well, unfortunately, in between the fake book and the real book, we ran out of money, and so there's 4,000 books out there that say nothing. This is what we know about online marketing, nothing. And in addition to that, we had tons of customers, especially our Silicon Valley customers, mad about all the trees that we killed, and so that was pretty embarrassing. And we lost a little bit of faith from maybe some of the troops internally. But on the one hand, you have situations like that. On the other hand, we had an idea that a lot of people internally thought was crazy too, and that was we were going to go and we were going to spend $10,000 to sponsor a lunch with 1,000 people there. We got 10 minutes, and it was at e-tail, so all online marketers, which is our target audience. And we told these online marketers, we said, okay, everybody stand up. And everybody stood up. And we said, okay, all of our competitors sit down. And all of our competitors sat down. And that was really fun to be able to make the competition sit down and have to watch what happened next. We said, okay, we're going to play. I went on my mission to Japan for the Mormon church, and rock, paper, scissors in Japan, it's Jun Kimpo. So, that's the way everything's done over there. You could have 17 people playing basketball. You want to get into 2 teams, and 3 seconds later, there's 3 teams. You don't know what happened. And anyway, we decided we're going to do rock, paper, scissors. And so we said, pair up, and we're going to get down to semifinals.
How many people are doing this in the
About 1,000 people are doing it.
1,000 people.
And we said, instead of rock, paper, scissors, everyone's going to chant Omniture. So we got a guy on the mic. We got 1,000 people.
And what was it they were going to win if they were?
They were going to win a Hummer from General Motors.
So they would have a Hummer from.
So Hummer's on the line, and everybody's
so people
like,
are into this.
You're giving away a Hummer? Oh yeah, everyone's way into it. And most of these are like marketing managers or director of marketing. They make decent money, but they're not all loaded. And this car is extremely interesting to them. And so we've got 1,000 people chanting, Omniture. And you get down to the finals, and you got these people up on stage back to back doing the same thing. The whole crowd screaming, Omniture. And we ended up hiring some of our competitor sales guys who were at the conference. And my favorite, most rewarding moment from a marketing standpoint was when one of the sales guys that we hired said he was sitting next to his biggest customer. He's paying him $1 million a year, and she won 4 times in a row. And she's sitting there just screaming our name, Omniture. And he said that was the darkest moment of my life. So needless to say, at the end of that event, every single person knew who Omniture was, and we spent $10,000 doing it.
Awesome story about guerrilla marketing. Thanks for sharing. And hopefully, for those that are starting business, you can take a page out of the Josh James playbook, do some good things with a low budget.
That's right.
Thanks again for being on the show, Josh.
My
For Morning
pleasure.
Market Call, I'm Doug Mumford. Catch us next time and see other episodes at mmc.byu.edu.
Morning Market Call is brought to you by the Marriott School of Management in cooperation with the Brigham Young University Department of Communications. MMC is made possible by generous donations from Larry Tasjan and Gary Williams. This show was produced by Jeff Butler, Janessa Cloward, David Wood, and Doug Mumford, with line producing by Beth Grimmett. For more information, please follow us on Twitter and Facebook.